we are now 30 minutes behind schedule, and my allocated time only 15 minutes. I have 34 slides, so I'll go through very speedy. And I'll provide my presentation material by PDF at Terrapen's website later. So you can focus on listen to my good English, okay? Disclaimer. Contents. Firstly, so as a representative speaker from Japan, so I would like to focus on Japan first. And today is no China, and next China, and some coverage about Korea and Taiwan. This is the trend of current multinational trials in Japan. Recently, we have around 600 of clinical trials in Japan, and around 20% is multinational trials, still very low in East Asia. And this trend is probably almost very stable, like this line, like this red line. So because in Japan, we have around 1,000 pharmaceutical companies, but only 400 pharmaceutical companies who has listed drug, at least one. But most of them are generic companies. JPMA, pharmaceutical R&D-based pharmaceutical companies association, the number of members is only 69. And but there are so many middle size and small size of pharmaceutical company R&D-based, and some of selected company, big pharma, like Astellas or Takeda or Daiichi can go out to conduct multinational trials by ourselves. So even though Pfizer or GSK or Sanofi Venture Bayer, so they can conduct clinical studies. More than 50% of Japan, their clinical studies are multinationals. But we have so many local pharmaceutical companies. So this 30% or 40% is our maximum of ratio of multinational clinical trial. And the potential of in total clinical trial number is around 1,000 if very good, very excellent infrastructure is implemented. We have some potential. Of course, we have many population also. And thanks to Dr. Wan's presentation, I would like to summarize. I would like to modify this slide. Okay, only Korea. Korea, as she mentioned, no written description. But KFDA always require 25% or 30% of Korean patients. But as compromise, if we have very huge sample size, so 5%, at least 5% is possible. We can persuade KFDA. Japanese PMDA also, she described, in 2007, PMDA issued guidance of multinational clinical trial, and second version will be issued probably in this May, but not so progressed deregulation. Still, PMDA is very conservative. And 15% to 20% is clearly mentioned in guideline in 2007. If we have 300 or 500 patient is total number of required sites. But recently approved CV drug for antiviral arterial fibrillation, in total number of subjects in the world was 13,000. And in Japanese population, only 300. So 3% of population, Japanese population, PMDA accepted. But if we get such kind of acceptance or consensus with PMDA, we must go to PMDA consultation. This is the only solution to get a compromise or discount from PMDA. This is actual practice. If our scale is around 300 or 500, so 15% or 20% of Japanese population is we can see. But more than 10,000, so sometimes 3% or 5% is possible. And the majority is still Asian study, middle one, but global study is still minor here. And Japan is the shortest country in the world about IND review period, because automatic notification within 2 weeks is possible. But recently, both of Korea and Taiwan, last August, they implemented clinical trial notification. issue. So Taiwan, if we conduct one clinical trial site in Taiwan with one of 10 advanced countries, so such kind of multinational trial, only 2 weeks, automatic approval is obtained by Taiwan CDE. And Korea also, KFDA, if we have pre-IND application with KFDA, also 2 weeks approval is possible. So this is very competitive solution by KFDA and TFDA. So Japanese PMDA consultation system, this is the original lineup of PMDA consultation. So this is, if we start a bridging strategy, pre-phase 1 consultation is the most important. So how we can catch up the speed of global phase 1 to 3. So usually very small size PK and joining directly into global phase 3 studies. This is very popular for oncology field recently, but very expensive. And like this, this is Japanese yen, so still very expensive. And around 2 months ago, so every month, the first week is submission timing. So, but within 1 month later, we will submit application, real documents to PMDA, and PMDA's inquiry and applicant reply. And the unique case, very similar to US and EU, we get PMDA's opinion and our counter opinion prior to face-to-face meeting. And after 1 month later, we will get written minutes with consensus. But in Japan, oncology is of course measure total number of consultations around 400 per year. And newly, okay, this one. In Japan, not only drug, but also seeds of domestic product is shortage. So this is a new measurement. So consultation for academia and venture was started last year. This is a PGX, BMS, biomarkers specific consultation implemented in 2009, but we have only 2 cases until now. China. Usually we say panel meeting. This is open to basically to external experts, not for pharmaceutical company. So pharmaceutical company can join in this meeting and to make a presentation and to reply some questions. But official written documents will be also only provided to external experts and CDE and SFDA. We cannot get CDE's official minutes from SFDA CDE. Just 1 or 2 months later, CDE will issue approval letter or disapproval letter like this. And the different point of Japanese PMDA consultation is we don't have any prior consensus before the face-to-face meeting. So face-to-face meeting in China is very much on-site discussion is very much important. Taiwan also, very face-to-face consultation meeting is very much important. So prior consensus, sometimes Taiwan CDE will just issue opinion or telephone or fax or email. Korea, pre-IND consultation, both of them are available, but all of required documents is needed. So this is not so popular. Instead, non-official consultation is very popular in Korea. Action taken. Okay, we have 3 problems in Japan. Two is drug. 3 is shortage of drug seeds. Actually, due to global recession, pharmaceutical industry is the biggest contributor to pay tax. But usually, export-import balance, pharmaceutical company in Japan is also worst contributor to red ink or deficit, because most of products recently very high price, lower molecule chemical or biological, including monoclonal antibody, most of them are imported drug. So the first drug lag, application drug lag is still problem, but post-approval drug lag almost disappeared due to both efforts of PMDA and industry. Industry pay much money, and PMDA including number of staff. And finally, so many consultants and so many IND submissions, they can cover within targeted time. So this year, fast track, PMDA target 9 months. PMDA's fast track 9 months and standard drug 12 months will be achieved successfully. And this is the second solution to second problem, how to reduce or eliminate pre-application drug lag. So one is this one, KO and Kitasato was nominated to Global Core Center. They lead other clinical trial centers in Japan to aggressively join global studies. And this one, first in human or POC, we would like to conduct in Japan like in the past. So Tokyo University, Keio University, Osaka University, National Cancer Center Hospital, and National Shibu Center. These 5 hospitals were selected to accelerate first in human in Japan and POC in human also. But the last problem, drug seeds, critical shortage of drug lag. So we have 2 death barriers. One is from academia to pharmaceutical company. The other is venture company. Number of venture company in Japan is around 600. And listed drug market, stock market price company, only 30. So very premature. So both of solution is needed to eliminate this barrier. And another very critical point, NIH in the US is very effective, so federal and whole national institute. But in Japan, each ministry have very similar institutes separately. So this is insufficient, and budget allocations not good. This is a proposal from Office Medical Innovation, which was established in January last year. But any efforts about to shorten shortage of seeds is mentioned in this table. Another additional information, companion diagnosis. PMDA is now prepared to draft companion diagnosis guideline, and they will, I think they will issue within this year. Probably this guideline is very similar to US FDA's draft guideline of companion diagnosis. 3 countries collaboration, China, Korea, Japan, we started our official talk about collaboration in 2008. These 3 are each country's responsibility. Japan's responsibility is ethnic factors research. Firstly, PMDA conducted literature survey in 3 populations, Korean, Chinese, and Japanese. There are around 30 projects. And among them, 3 or 4 projects are observed ethnic differences among Korean, Chinese, and Japanese. And they started prospective PK study in the one protocol. This is joining parties. And once different region and different sites, but same protocol. As a result, these 3 drugs, so in companies' data, we saw ethnic differences. But as a result, in the same protocol, ethnic difference among these populations was not observed. So this is, but PMD is still very conservative. PK data in Japanese is always essential. This is a strong rationale of PMDA. Carbamazepine, HLA-B star, this one. So this one's allele in Europe is very similar to Japanese, but Han Chinese is different. So they always quote this Nature or this article. So we always need PK study for Japanese. And PMD, but still PMDA would like to facilitate the MRCT, also would like to accelerate acceptance of MRCT result. So this is very stable. So this is my final slide. You can imagine, so this step, this type of promotion for collaboration in Korea, China, Japan is possible. But I don't think so, because Japan is one country of ICH member and more than 20 years. So we have one guidance to unify ICH guideline. But if we step like this, European Union, like East Asian Union, so in this case, we must have two guidelines. So from probably PMDA don't mention such things, but PMDA's viewpoint, they would like to unify to ICH from Korea and China. So this is very challenging among three countries' collaboration. Thank you so much for your kind attention.
Thank you very much.